Okay, good morning. Welcome to a Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 28th of May. So, it's the last trading day of the month, I believe. In that case, 28th, yep, 30th, 31st on. Oh, hang on a minute, 31st, 31 days in May. So we have got Monday, beg your pardon, but Bank Holiday Monday. I won't be around on Monday, so last trading day of the month for me. See how we go. So let's start off looking then at the markets. News-wise today, we've not got a great deal out at all. I'm just looking even with we've got the US GDP figure. Is that today? I've got the wrong one. There we go. Let's get it right. That was yesterday. That's better. We've got today the core PCE. No, if only I could say it. This morning, that's all we've got. I'm just looking. There's nothing else. The price index there, so personal consumption. That's it at 130. Aside of that, Chicago PMI 245. I don't expect too much to come from today's news at all there. So flat old day on news. So let's look at the technicals, and we'll start off with the euro dollar. The euro, well, it's yesterday or day before yesterday, put in a bit of a bearish sort of signal there. It's continuing through towards its daily 21 as I look at this. Lower high just being confirmed on this sort of 4-hourly time frame. Very choppy old day yesterday. It's probably just going to put this little lower high and maybe roll back, but we'll see. It's a very messy old movement here in what we've been seeing yesterday. At the moment, it just looks like maybe a bit more downside on the cards on the euro. Because of the messiness, it's not made it particularly clear at all. Let's have a look at the pound. The pound has been in a real old chop of late, and I've just been sort of standing clear of it. And well, yesterday it really got a wiggle onto the upside there, but ran into its normal resistance sort of zone. So it's staying in that sort of range. It is looking a little bit more bullish on its 4-hourly point from a 4-hourly point of view, but looking down the time frames and the cracks start appearing a little. We've got this lower high confirmed on the 60-minute, and it's just looking at a bit soft. So whether it just stays within that range, well, there's a reasonable chance of that. So taking it off the radar for me for a moment. Now the dollar yen actually flew off yesterday. I missed my entry yesterday, so not in it yet. We'll look back at this, see if I can get into this. Unfortunately, my alarm on this, it must have already gone off and hadn't triggered a second time as it pushed through, and it's off at the moment. So bit of divergence on the 60-minute here. Maybe we'll get a retracement back to the dailies. I'm looking for a bit of a retracement to get in long onto the dollar yen, but may have just missed the opportunity at this stage. But my outlook, if you're along on it, is back to that 110.90 91 area. So that's why I'm expecting that to be running off. But I've got to get in at the right sort of price. I can't just jump on where it is at the moment. It's probably a 1-to-1, less than a 1-to-1 in risk reward where it's sitting. That's the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, well, same old here. We've just seen this day after day just chop. I'm not even going to bother looking at it from an intraday point of view. There's little I can do there. Canadian dollar, well, the Canadian dollar picked up a bit for me yesterday, but it's still fighting around in this range. Maybe it's got some more downside. I was surprised at how well it came off yesterday. It got just short of my stop, but we'll see. At the moment, I'm looking at this, and if I was looking for more downside, there's a trend line that's sitting across the lows here. Would be looking for a break of that, but I'm not massively convinced. As I said yesterday, with its higher low it put in here, it's a bit of perhaps a stop out waiting to happen, but we'll see. As I said, a break of this level here does look like there's the potential back for the lows, maybe even more, but it's just got quite sluggish. But we're seeing this sort of consolidation through quite a few of the markets, so it's just where they're sitting at the moment. Okay, looking at other markets then, S&Ps. Morning, Agu. The S&Ps this morning Well, S&P's again consolidation in terms of price action, and we're seeing this. I mean, tighter a little gap here on the S&P futures, but it's very bitty. And the pivots are so pinched. You can just see the ranges of this. Actually, I'm on the S&P cash. That's why. Let's get the futures. That's better. I couldn't work out what's that gap doing there. That's better. So it did make a slightly higher high here. It's pushed up a little bit, but it's not massively convincing from where it's sitting here. It's gradually working its. I'm just coming back to the dailies here. It's gradually working its way back up to those highs, but hardly flying anywhere. Just looking at what's happening here, as I say, lower high on the 60-minute daily pivot below. That could well be a draw to it, and it could get back down and towards that 42 area, as it's again weak, and it's sort of running into resistance. Soften. Just see how it goes post 8 o'clock, but it does look soft there for now at least. Gold's been holding up better. Gold's been pushing up higher. Let's have a look at where we are there. Holmesy, sorry, I haven't got the feed for it. Well, I might have a feed for it. I'll have a look elsewhere, but I haven't got a feed on here. Gold holding up better, but yesterday I just looked there, doji day in the end yesterday, and coming off a little bit where we are here. So you're just showing that slight dollar strength. It's not massive dollar strength, but it's a slight bit of strength coming through. Obviously we can see it with the euro. You can see the S&P is holding back a bit there. Lower highs coming through on this 4-hourly, and you can just confirm lower high there, and yep, 2 confirmed lower highs there, lower lows. For those looking on the bullish side, and for now, I wouldn't be able to personally trade it long unless it was to be breaking back above this sort of area. At the moment, it's looking too likely it could continue its roll to the downside. So looking a bit soft on that. Looking elsewhere, then that's gold. Let's have a quick look at oil. Usual suspects. So great day yesterday, and this is what's pushed up the Canadian dollar for me. But how well this will last, or how long this lasts, is another matter. It did eventually break through the. I was talking yesterday about breaking through those highs. It's broken through those highs now. Hardly very convincing this morning, but we'll see. It's very light for early for this particular market as well. Yes, it follows the UK markets, but the main Western Texas opens around about 2 o'clock this afternoon, so just waiting to see what happens from that point of view. But decent shove up. The shove up really yesterday came from sort of midday there. We saw the push up there, looking quite strong there as it did so, but it could be okay. It's just coming back towards its daily pivot at the moment. It hasn't really given too much of a soft signal off here. Could be all right for a bounce at some stage later on, but I tend to trade it late in the afternoon if I can. Okay, looking at commodities, cryptos here then quickly. Then just having a look at the Bitcoin first. It looks a little bit more rosy yesterday, but it's just consolidating again. We're actually falling away a little bit here. Looking at the other majors there. Sorry, I can't show you this because I haven't got the feed on here, but so Bitcoin selling off a little bit, Ethereum pulling back too. It's a similar picture. I mean, the charts are all very similar, and Ripple also coming off there. So the 3 that I follow there, all looking a bit soft at this stage, and perhaps the for Bitcoin, the 32 area looks on the cards at the moment, back towards that 200 MA, so certainly could be on the cards. I think that is just about it for me. Just checking there's nothing else there. Okay, yeah, sorry, but I couldn't get the Palladium up for you. Okay, I wish you all a great weekend. I won't be back on Monday. I'll be back on probably Wednesday actually on here, so I wish you a great long weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now. That's that.